Criminals often believe that being the first to dial 911 will exempt them from suspicion, but this works totally contradict. Here are two cases where the killers are the first to arrive at the murder scene and report the murder. Starting with David Kinney, who was the longtime friend of the victim and first one to call the police. It's May 2017 in the peaceful town of Bel Air, Ohio. The police receive a distressing call, leading them to a man found dead in his basement.
What's wrong? 911, where's your emergency?
Hi, let's stay there.
Where are you at?
No, it's Wagner?
Okay, what's going on?
I don't even know.
You don't know what's going on?
Is he breathing? Oh my God. My husband's friend is dead.
Okay, is that your husband?
My husband's freaking out, yes. His best friend. My daughter. Elizabeth, get outside.
Ma'am.
She's on the floor. There's blood everywhere. Oh my God, he has a gun fluid in the back of his head.
What is your name?
My name is Sherry Kinney.
Sherry. You don't see a gun?
No, I don't see a gun.
Okay. Listen, I need you and your husband to back out of the residence and wait outside for the officers. Do you hear me?
All right.
The man is Brad McGarry, and the ones who discovered him are his longtime friends, David Kinney and his wife, Cherry. As the police arrive, they notice the chaos in the house, but oddly, nothing seems to be missing. Brad, an openly gay man in a conservative neighborhood, had recently ended a relationship with someone named Scotty. The police suspect foul play, ruling out robbery as a motive. The detectives start interviewing friends and family, trying to piece together Brad's last moments. Scotty, the ex-boyfriend, is quickly ruled out as he's been in jail for the past 3 months. The focus shifts to David Kinney, who was with Brad when the body was discovered. Things take a surprising turn when Brad's cousin reveals that the night before the murder, Brad was expecting a visitor, DJ, later revealed as David Kinney. What initially seemed like a simple case now turns into a complex web of relationships.
Sunday, we went to Grammy's. We were sitting around the table. It was just me and Brad and Heather, which is another cousin of mine. And he made a comment how this DJ guy, he was coming over. Brad's intent was it was romantic. He made a joke about taking a nap, and it wasn't taking a nap. He was insinuating that they were having sex. It's like quotation marks.
This was Sunday.
This was Sunday.
He was killed.
Yes.
What time did he leave?
Between 1:30 and 2.
Really?
Yes, he was supposed
First
to.
I heard that.
He was dropping all the tuxes off. I also know that he was married.
Who told you that?
Brad did.
Brad told you.
Yeah. She, being the wife, didn't know all this time. They've been doing this for years. From what I understand, the two of them, Brad and DJ, kind of, I don't know if they laid low or they completely broke up. I guess they call him DJ or David Kinney.
Really?
Yes, it's the only guy. This is the only guy he's ever told me about. It's the guy. That's him. That's him.
Detectives seize David's phone, pretending it's for the pictures he took at the crime scene. However, their real motive is to track his whereabouts on the night of the murder. Shockingly, they discover text messages revealing a sexual relationship between David and Brad. Reviewing CCTV footage from a neighbor's camera, the police find evidence of David's presence at Brad's house just before the murder. The pieces of the puzzle start fitting together, and David becomes a prime suspect. The detectives confront David, who initially denies any involvement. However, as the pressure mounts, he begins to crack. The false story unravels, and David admits to being present during Brad's death, but claims it was an accident.
Telling me, you're up, I'm tired of you, I can't believe my emotions this long just to call it quits. You kept waving it at me, so I grabbed it.
Okay. What happened after you grabbed it?
I pushed him.
Okay. And what happened?
I saw it.
Eventually, David stops talking and requests a lawyer. Despite admitting to shooting Brad, he pleads not guilty in court. In February 2018, He is convicted of aggravated murder with a gun specification and sentenced to life in prison without parole. And that's the tragic tale of Brad McGarry, a story of friendship gone awry in a quiet town. This case serves as a stark illustration of betrayal within the confines of friendship. However, in our upcoming case, we will delve into the disturbing narrative of a wife betraying her husband with her newfound boyfriend, ultimately leading to a tragic murder. It all started on January 2nd, 2019, when Nikki Ensel returned home after being away for a few days. She was met with a horrifying sight, a house engulfed in smoke and flames. Frantically, she called 911.
I've been out for a few days.
Okay.
And I tried calling them.
Okay.
No answers. They tried calling him. No answer. They couldn't get away at work today. And I'm coming out now because I'm off work. And you can't get out of the door. And when I look, everything's black. They died. They want to go in and check.
Look, Nikki, calm down for me, okay? Nikki.
The fire department arrived, finding significant damage, but no active fires. Tragically, Chad Ensel was discovered dead in the master bedroom. The initial assumption was an accidental alcohol-induced suicide, but the story took a dark turn as investigators delved deeper. Chad's co-workers had grown concerned when he didn't show up for work, prompting a welfare check that led to the grim discovery. Chad's death was shrouded in mystery, and as investigators probed, they uncovered a complex web of deceit involving his wife, Nikki. The story takes us back to 2016, when Nikki met Chad at a racing event. Despite her criminal past, they married in 2016, and Chad took out a $600,000 life insurance policy in 2019, naming Nikki as the sole beneficiary. But the plot thickens. In 2019, Nikki began an affair with Earl Howard. Together, they hatched a sinister plan, taking advantage of Chad's absence on the night of December 30th. CCTV footage captured Nikki and Earl making multiple trips to and from Chad's home, removing items. When Chad returned, tragedy struck, and he lost his life. The investigation revealed 2 separate fires deliberately set in the house. Suspicion turned to Nikki as she wove a tapestry of lies during police interrogations. Her attempts to paint herself as vulnerable and likable began to crumble as investigators confronted her with inconsistencies. The interrogation escalated, with the inspector employing the Reed technique to extract the truth. Despite Nikki's attempts to deflect and manipulate, the evidence pointed to her involvement. The shocking revelation came when Nikki admitted that Earl, not her, pulled the trigger. Following a thorough investigation, it was established that Nikki and Earl were responsible for the murder of Chad Ensel, driven by the motive of obtaining his $600,000 life insurance payout. The court delivered a verdict, sentencing Nikki to life imprisonment without the chance of parole. Earl, on the other hand, received a 25-year prison sentence with the possibility of parole. The unraveling of this tragic tale exposes the lengths to which people can go when trust is betrayed. Here is another video which demonstrates the extent of betrayal they inflict upon their families and the criminal justice system. Click here to watch. Thank you for watching.